Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. We are back once more to take on another issue of the Sentinels of the Multiverse. We have finished, what have we finished? Freedom 5's 801 and 802. Is that what we finished, Brian?
Yes.
Awesome. So now we just need to get into the next chapter. Yes. Of this sprawling tale, but there's a couple of changes going on.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a twist in that the starter kit provides you a number of options.
Okay.
During the last recording, I think only 2 of them really got mentioned, but we did talk afterwards about the third. But it was still pretty much unanimously agreed upon that everyone wanted to go on to the Prime Wardens issue, which details an adventure in the Insula Primalis.
Okay.
Yes, because dinosaurs, which Sam was very excited about, which is a little sad.
Oh, because Sam's not here this week.
Yes.
Oh, Tachyon had to go back to the lab and do some work, right?
Yeah, or something.
What was on the slab?
Yeah, so she went back to do that. So instead, we've decided to pull in another team member for this.
We have. And actually, we've pulled in another 2 team members.
Well, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first up, we have Rodrigo here this week. Hello, Rodrigo.
Hey, man.
Tell us about your character.
So I'm playing Headlong, who is a young man who has the ability to affect friction in a very comic book way that somehow comes together to him being like a speedster and actually being able to fight as opposed to, I guess, just slipping and falling on his face constantly.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if he can change friction.
Yeah, he can. He can modulate the friction of himself and surroundings
so he can make it slippery and make sure that his eggs never stick to the frying pan. Now, he's another new character, right? Is he a new character?
He's another character from the team called Daybreak, which was from some later adventures that they published, gearing up for the Kickstarter. And I just threw those in there as options. And so since we have a number of options, I also opened it up for anyone else if they wanted to change characters.
Yeah, and so Rob decided that he was going to set who was your character, Rob?
Absolute Zero.
Absolute Zero. He was going to hang out with Tachyon back in the labs and help her out. And so now Rob's going to play a different character this week, which sounds very complicated.
That Absolute Zero would probably want to make sure his house is actually built again.
There you go.
Since he lives in Tachyon's lab.
Yes. Or lived.
Yeah, maybe.
Now he's dead. Absolute
Absolute Zero is kind of a complicated character to play in the card game because of how you can do damage to yourself to unleash damage onto the enemies and healing points, and it gets a little complex. But I guess, Rob, you selected an even more complex character because why not?
Because
this was not intentional. Mind you. I did not realize Bunker was going to be... I didn't expect how Bunker was going to translate from the card game to this. In the card game, Bunker has 3 cards in his deck that are called modes.
Yeah.
An upgrade mode, a recharge mode, and a turret mode.
Mm-hmm.
They basically make him much better at one aspect of the game, but prevent him from doing other aspects. So, like, recharge mode lets him... he skips both his play and power and draws extra cards each turn.
Okay.
Upgrade mode lets him play 2 things, but he can't play any powers. He might be able to still draw cards. And turret mode means he can use multiple powers, but he can't play cards or draw cards.
Okay.
So that translated into this by me having like 8 different modes on my character sheet.
I think like 4 or 5. I mean... You probably aren't going to use the out-of-suit mode, really, unless things really go bad, but...
But do they change depending on what range you're in?
Yes and no.
Well, there you go.
So, in the green zone, I've got 3 modes. Operations, utility, and out-of-suit. Out-of-suit, like Brian said, seems very unlikely, so... hopefully that won't be a thing. Yellow gives me 2 more modes, recharge mode and tactical mode, and red gives me turret mode. Each of those modes has their own specific things that are associated with it, different powers that I can use, and I can't use all of my powers in every mode.
Okay. So that's what I was going to ask, if you could use your yellow abilities in the red zone or green, etc.
I have powers that aren't dependent upon mode.
Okay. Wow, Rob.
It looks like,
way to make it easy.
Yeah.
Way to make it easy, Rob. Anyway, I will continue to play Paul Parsons, a.k.a. Legacy. And Matthew, you're coming back as, what is it, rock and roll or rock star?
Megan Lee, Rockstar. My friends call me the Hammer.
The rock star, okay.
You just walk in and you're like, hello, the Hammer. How are you, the Hammer? And I say, I am good. Because, when Tachyon left, I said, hey, I can call one of my best friends from Daybreak, who's totally my best friend. That's how this works. Mm-hmm. And interestingly, I've been looking at this. Friction powers are relatively uncommon in comics. I've never seen anything like the way they're using friction powers for this character. So kudos for creativity. Because I've read comics that don't even exist, like those Eternals books.
Mm-hmm. Have they done it on the letters page? Have they done a character description episode?
Yeah, they did an episode specifically on Daybreak in general.
Okay.
So they kind of cover. You got
to stop saying that, because now I've got Barry Manilow stuck in my head again.
I'll tell you guys that I am not very familiar with the Sentinel stuff. So any Sentinels fans that are listening, I'm probably not going to play this character the way that it has been written.
Well, it's cool, man. We're already fudging up the continuity as it is, just including these characters.
And I think, and that's something that we were kind of briefly talking about before we recorded this episode, how, at the time of this recording, I guess the character creation has just come out.
Yes.
Which is, I think,
for
the positive.
Backers.
Oh, for backers, right.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's positive for the Sentinel comics, because it does prevent you from messing with continuity, right? From accidentally screwing up the universe continuity by me playing Legacy and going, oh, remember that time that I fell down? And people would be like, no, that never happened to Legacy, not in my headcanon, or anything that, the Greater Than Games fellows have talked about. But, and I think that is, in the way that we're doing this, Rodrigo's absolutely right. We can't be absolutely exact on everything that's happened to these characters, because in some cases they've been around for 30 years. In other cases, they're brand new and there's very little information on them. So I really do like the aspect of the character creation when it finally is available to everyone to be able to create their own characters in this universe and then be able to play in the sandbox without being too worried about, oh, did Legacy actually ever do that or not do that or those kinds of things. So
this is Earth 9.
I mean, honestly, I'm not one to be much of a stickler for canon as it is. I mean, I like to use it as a springboard, basically, and go from there. And even if we were playing a Marvel or DC or heck, even in D&D games, all that stuff about what.
Oh, yeah, if you're like hanging out in Neverwinter and you're like, I go down this hallway, and they're like, that hallway doesn't exist.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Elminster would have not put a hallway there.
Or heck, I mean, if we were, playing a Star Wars game and you happen to be one of the poor guys that are in the Corellian shuttle when Darth Vader showed up at the end of Rogue One, if you actually got a lucky strike and took down Darth Vader, I would roll with that. And well, now there's no Darth Vader in this setting. What happens here?
Yeah. All right. So let's open up this issue of the Prime Wardens and find out what happens there, Brian.
All right. So we've, like I say, we're rolling into the third issue of the starter kit, which is going to be
on critical hit.
Yeah. And so we've had several issues. So what did happen previously?
Something, punch, pow, we win. Oh, man.
There was a corrupt tree.
Now, keep in mind, you do got a new player here, so we might need to be kind of filled
previously in the last issue, we went into another dimension and fought giant spiders and a crystal thing with silver and gold balls, and people got lost and messed up, and it was weird times, man. And it was pretty tough. I thought that was actually a fairly tough challenge.
It was. It was fairly complicated and complex and difficult.
Yeah.
And so what did happen with that crystal there?
Did somebody get something out of it?
We took it back to
What's her name?
Argent Adept.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Silver Singer.
And he told us to... No, he's not the Silver Surfer.
I didn't say
he's
Surfer.
Working to Doctor Strange. But we took it to the Argent Adept, and he told us to talk with...
he largely pressed...
Said something about Tempest, I thought.
Yeah, well, that's what you're going here to Insula Primalis, because that's basically where Tempest has been last reported to have been, investigating some weird issues there.
Okay.
He was wanting you guys to get around to the various remaining members of the Prime Wardens and try to help get the team back together. Now, if you don't remember last time when there was this strange crystal with the orbiting gold and silver balls, when you did ultimately defeat it, it did kind of break into a smaller golden shard.
Right.
That was seen to give an essence of wanting to go with you.
And who took that? Did Tachyon? She didn't take it. Or no, was it...
I thought Rockstar took it.
Yeah, I think Rockstar took it, yeah.
Because it's a crystal and it's totally my bag.
Yes.
Okay.
And you did some interesting resonance with the place before, and so you have this weird pulsating gold crystal, and after some discussion there was various talks of things going on in Russia and in Insula Primalis, and apparently there's some reports of a gateway to Anubis's temple in Las Vegas, but you decided to check out the Insula Primalis here and try to help out Tempest and talk him into coming back to the Prime Wardens. And so after having rushed off, basically Tachyon sent a new speedster your way to fill in. And so you pile into Freedom 4 jet and make your way to the Arctic Circle, to this island that is this jungle island seemingly heated by an active volcano, where it's filled with dinosaurs, was a hideout for several supervillains, predominantly Citizen Dawn and Earth Citizens of the Sun, who were like a super-powered extremist group.
Mm-hmm.
Totally not the Brotherhood.
Yeah, totally not. She just left some time ago. Since then, Baron Blade was there for a while.
Oh, my arch nemesis, Baron Blade.
And as you're flying into the island, you get a sudden alert as
beep, beep,
you got some missiles heading your way.
There are missiles. I will take care of these.
Okay.
Jump out
Aren't you piloting the ship?
I hand it off to one of you youngsters. You know how to pilot.
I can pilot the ship.
There you go.
That's
Bunker.
true. You're the only other Freedom 4 member here.
Probably the one piloting the ship, I would think.
But I will jump out and attempt to stop those bombs by, I would say, let's try principle of the hero. Overcome a situation in which innocent people are in immediate danger. And I will use my max die. You and each of your allies get a hero point out of this.
All right.
So for that, I need to use... What am I using here?
I guess that is one thing we did not discuss either. You guys did amass 4 hero points in the last issue.
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget to cash those in for static bonuses. Again, you can put them all into a single +4 bonus you can use anytime this issue, or 4 +1 bonuses, or any combinations that you want there.
Okay.
But you might make that decision.
Now, does Rob have access to hero points?
What's that? I would say yes. Everyone, Rodrigo gets access, and Rob, even though they're new or different characters.
Okay.
Just for the sake
I'm gonna
of...
have 4 separate +1s then.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use flight and leadership here, since I'm taking that action. And in this case, for people who are just joining us, Rodrigo, since we are only in our green environment status at the moment, we can only use our powers that are in the green zone. So that is why I'm using that one.
And if anyone's not at full health, you go ahead and set yourself there at this point, since this is the start of a new issue.
Yep.
What the heck is my full health again?
It's the max in your green. I have no mods to add on to this, so I will roll. Use my max die, which is 8 on this.
With an 8, that'll be a full success.
All right. I'll just grab one of the missiles as it comes flying into me, turn it around, and fling it at one of the other ones, and have it blow up, and then I'll just I'll twist the other one, break it in half.
Okay, as that happens, basically you are able to spot an old launcher that seems to be next to a derelict field strip, and you toss one of those missiles you catch at it and blow it up and take it out.
Okay.
But this will be a start of a scene here. With initiative, you get to choose who goes next. There is the environment as an option, or the other 3 heroes you are with.
Okay. So is this an in the air scene, or is this something that they can set the plane down and
they can set the plane down and proceed?
So I'll fly down to where the missile launcher is and indicate to them to land at the airstrip.
Sounds like a good place to land as any.
Okay.
Can we do descriptions?
Okay, yes. What Legacy look like there?
Oh, Legacy is a classic hero. Big, broad chest, 6'2", blonde hair, blue eyes. He's wearing this tight-fitting white uniform with a flowing blue robe behind him. He's got the black and silver lantern insignia across his chest, and of course he has the Legacy ring that kind of gives him vibrations or I forget how actually it works, but it kind of signals him when there is danger about or when there's problems about. So that is Legacy, your Superman equivalent, but not dark hair and not wearing a blue and red costume.
Right.
So then Rockstar.
Yep, Rockstar lives at the corner of Dazzler and Terra. Rockstar is about 19 years old, 5'7". She has today black hair with purple highlights and matching purple face makeup. And in my head, basically, I want you to imagine goth Sailor Moon. So, full-on skirts and boots and buckles and flippy dippies and things. Trying to look as flashy and awesome as possible and totally selling it, you guys, especially with the cool purple streaks that light up when she uses her powers.
Okay, and I'll say that generally with the missiles taken care of, that allows Vance to touch down the jet without any issues. So Rockstar, when you go, you can pretty much do as you wish from there. But coming down, you do notice in the nearby clearing seems to be a great Allosaurus that seems to have had some work done. Seems to be somewhat cybernetic with various metal bits affixed, and there are quite a few blasts of electricity, as it seems to be very persistently trying to chomp at an old comrade of yours, Tempest, the Meridian alien refugee, as he's
the guy who looks like he has green dreadlocks.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't remember my Defenders as much as my Avengers, so Prime Wardens I'm not as up on.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What does Bunker look like?
Well, Rockstar, you haven't actually gone yet, so...
Oh, I'm going to go. Okay, I've described me.
Jet's touchdown, yes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. So, giant cyborg Tyrannosaur, Odie-doo-dah-day.
Mm-hmm.
And he's about to eat Tempest.
He's very adamantly trying to eat Tempest, but Tempest is not making it easy for him.
Well, no, with all the lightning and the green dreadlocks and stuff. Okay, well, if there's one thing that Rockstar knows, it's an important theory, and that important theory is what the Bundy family of Chicago, Illinois refers to as swift and blinding violence. So Rockstar is literally going to leap from the jet and cross the area between the jet and the Allosaurus, stepping on increasingly larger crystals as she goes, and encasing both of her fists in stone crystals, and going to come down on the Allosaurus using Principle of Strength with smash face.
Sounds good.
Yeah, since that is a brute force attack, it's going to go under, well, let's see. Stone, probably close combat, and this attack uses my max die. Okay, right. So you got to remember, I click on stone, I click on close combat, and then I hit my roll. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, they're up at the top.
Right, basic action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and my basic action. What just happened?
There should be a pop-up window that says, are you adding any bonuses or modifiers?
I will add a bonus. I'm going to use 2 of my extant hero points.
Fair enough.
To make this attack even more swift and or blinding. Skrakow to a 6.
Okay, so he
going to leap down and smash both fists onto its head from a giant rock which I have created under my feet.
Now, this thing, it is a lieutenant, so it gets to roll a save of its die versus the damage that you deal.
Okay.
So it is a D10 lieutenant currently, so it rolls. It rolled a 6 as well, which is enough for it to save. So since it's a lieutenant, it doesn't drop at all. It maintains at a D10 as it shrugs off that hit, although it does kind of pull his focus away from Tachyon and is glaring at you.
Not Tachyon.
From Tempest.
Yeah.
And is now glaring at Rockstar.
Now that particular power says I and each of my allies get a hero point.
Yes, and also you guys got a hero point on my turn as well. So,
wait, that it?
That's to overcome.
That's an overcome action. This wouldn't be an overcome if you're attacking the dinosaur.
Principle of Strength, overcome using brute force. Oh, never mind.
Was there a different attack option that?
That's what I'm looking. I actually have 2. I have the Wicked Solo attack, which would be essentially the same, to be honest. It would be the same roll for all intents and purposes. I'd be rolling stone in close combat. So I'd have the D12, I'd have the D8. Do you want me to re-roll, or are we going to roll with that and just call it the
would
attack?
that have used a higher die or anything?
It would have used the same 2 dice, I think. Because I would be attacking using stone and brute force. No, it wouldn't. So would you like me to re-roll that?
You're looking at Wicked Solo?
Yeah.
Let's take the attack action against you on its next turn if possible. I mean, honestly, we could just say that, that happened.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Call it good with the numbers we had.
Yep. Unfortunately, you managed to distract it, but don't particularly harm it in any significant way. So again, you get to hand off your turn to who you wish to go next. So,
whomever I wish to go next. Well, I already did ask what Bunker looks like, so I think that was tacitly turning the turn to Bunker.
All right.
So 10-foot armored behemoth is going to step out of the plane. Riot cannon under one arm. Gold and silver. As he steps out, he lifts the riot cannon, yells for Newbie and Tempest to get down.
Oh.
He doesn't know your name yet.
Oh.
And we'll fire with just doing the basic attack action using riot cannon and ranged combat.
Are we going with mid-die or?
Yeah, it's a basic action. I don't have an attack action until we're in yellow.
I see.
Oh, wow.
So just doing 4 damage?
Yep.
All right. You're going to try to roll that save. And rolls a 9.
Man!
Now, I will mention there's also boost and hinder actions all. So, Bunker, who are you heading off to now?
I will yell back to the other newbie. Looks like we could use your speed out here.
Out of the plane comes a a young man. He's got dark skin, hair in short dreadlocks. Wears a red suit with gray accents, and a domino mask, like a red superhero suit.
Nice.
Yeah, no arms on the suit. Just it's like a vest with a pair of gloves that go up to the mid forearm. Superhero gloves.
Yeah.
And he basically jumps out of the airplane, looks over, and says, "Holy cow, that's a dinosaur." 2 questions. One, for my abilities, do I, for my first ability here, get moving, boost yourself using momentum. That bonus is persistent and exclusive. That takes an action?
Yes.
Okay.
So since it is persistent, it is a bonus that you can continuously use. Exclusive means you can only add 1 exclusive bonus to any roll.
Okay.
So spinning the hero points are also exclusive bonuses.
And did I hear that we had landed in a derelict airfield?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a runway?
Yep.
All right, so yes. Headlong, this character jumps out, says, "Oh, that's a dinosaur," and then takes off running in the opposite direction. Up basically down this runway. And I will use get moving, which I think it's not a rolled action, right? Or do I have to roll?
Yeah, you have to roll to determine how big a boost you do.
Oh, okay.
So
all right, so walk me through it. What do I do here?
All right, so does it dictate what? I guess you have to use momentum as one of the dice.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and click the momentum there.
Momentum. Okay.
And I believe that's under powers.
Yeah.
All right, so then choose a quality you want there.
A quality. Oh, I get to add a quality?
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm trying to not drop the ball here, so I'll add hustling. Unless this means hustling like tricking people? Or do you think that's hustling like working hard?
I think it means tricking people, giving his somewhat shady background of being a carrier for underworld types.
Well, then we'll go with acrobatics then.
All right.
Okay, and then what do I do?
So those are queued up. You're in the green zone. The environment is checked green, so just roll the basic action, and it should factor in your D6 for being in the green status.
Okay.
And it's going.
Do I have to check anything, or you check whether something's in the green?
You will check, although I already have it.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Here
it is. Okay, yeah. I see it. Okay, I'm rolling. Here we go. Input value. Oh, that's a modifier, right?
Yeah.
So I can just do 0?
Yeah, 0.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so you only rolled a 2, which only grants a +1 bonus. You have to break a 4 to get a +2, and an 8 to get a +3.
Oh, this roll used his minimum die or something?
No, that's his medium one. He rolled a 1, a 2, and a 7.
Oh, okay.
So the medium die is 2, so he got a persistent +1 bonus. I mean, it's there.
It's something.
Yeah.
Yep.
As he's building up speed. And so now this game does use what some in the hobby call a popcorn initiative, where whoever goes then choose the next thing to go. You cannot choose yourself, and so what is left now is the environment or the Allosaurus.
Well, let's see what the Allosaurus is doing.
All right. Well, the Allosaurus, having just been punched by some rocky crystal fist, is going to turn on Rockstar there and try to chomp at her. So it just rolls its single die.
And it fails.
No, it got a 6, so it's going to be 6 damage incoming onto you. I do believe you have Manera damage reduction.
Yep, green zone is -1.
-1, so I take 5 damage.
Yep.
Which is good. I'm surrounded by rock.
And so it has chomped, and so it's going to pass its turn on to the environment. The environment will go ahead and mark off one from the track here. Still in the green zone for another turn. And with that, you hear some rustling in the leaves in this near this jungle clearing that Tempest has been fighting this Allosaur. And sensing some fresh meat, you see some large raptor beings appear as they start to encircle you all. So the noise has seemed to attracted a pack of Utah Raptors who are looking to pick off any stragglers in this fight.
But they're not wearing white shirts and black ties.
Nope, they are not.
They're not from that part of Utah.
The environment is going to go ahead and take advantage of the opportunities since everything's gone. It's all clear now. And it's going to toss it back to Allosaurus.
Are you keeping track of the turn order, Brian?
Yeah, can you all not see?
Okay, there, just updated.
Now it's cleared. Yeah, sorry. I haven't been marking people off. But,
okay.
Yep. So it's going to chomp again. Well, actually, it's going to go ahead and chomp Tempest.
And what is Tempest doing?
He's kind of fighting for his life against this thing.
So someone needs to get in there and save him.
So it's going to roll a die. And depending on how it do here, it only rolls a 2, so not too bad. So that just means... actually, that means nothing. He goes to chomp Tempest. Tempest is able to blast it in the throat and cause it to reel back before it bites onto him. And so he continues to try blasting at it to keep it at bay before he's eaten further. And we'll go ahead and toss the turn back to Rockstar.
Environment is still green.
That's not who I wanted to.
It is correct.
So, can I, in any way, use an overcome action to assist Tempest, or would all of those be attack rolls?
I think you could assist Tempest to help him get away.
Okay, so I shall use an overcome to help Tempest get away.
All right. How exactly is this happening?
Okay, so Tempest is fighting this Allosaurus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly, a semi-floating stairway of crystals that he can just literally run up and jump away appears in a direction where he couldn't previously get up. So, like, there's some sort of blockage or something. I don't know. A tree or the corpse of another animal or, I don't know, Batman is standing there. But that one way would be clear if only there was a stone stairway, Brian. If only there was a stone stairway, which will allow me to roll my stone and creativity to grow this brute force stone. It's probably not actually an overcome brute force, huh?
No. Not if you're using stone and creativity.
Legacies.
Can he still do that, or does everything you do have to match one of your abilities?
He can still do that as a basic action. You just wouldn't be getting the max die and hero points for...
Right. All right. Legacy, we got a hero point from Legacy.
Yep.
We did not get a hero point from me. Does a hero point from Legacy count as a bonus from a boost?
No, it won't count till boost until next issue.
Well, as the electrocuted priest once said, rat fart. I think at this point, then, I'm probably going to do another wicked solo attack to try and draw the creature's attention to me, since I am, loud and flashy and probably a lot more able to deflect giant dinosaur teeth.
Okay.
So I'm going to start punching him. But I'm going to punch him really hard many times, like when Mr. Furious was attacking Casanova Frankenstein. So I'm going to attack him stone and hard rock lifestyle, baby.
All right.
I still have 2 hero points from last issue and a hero point from Legacy just a moment ago, but I'm not going to do any type of bonus. And I'm going to roll really cruddy and get a 4.
Okay. Well, he can try to roll and see.
He's a lieutenant, so he can do that.
Yep. Well, even minions. But he rolled in that one, and now I'm rolling as headlong for some reason.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
It's probably your layers.
Yeah, something. So that does mean he failed to save, and so he does drop. You do manage to clobber him pretty good.
I knocked two planes off his icosahedron there.
Yes, you did. You maybe crack some metal casing, and so he drops to a D8.
Wait, is a 10-sider an icosahedron?
No, that's
no, that's a 20th.
I'm not sure what the 10.
Well, it would be a decahedron.
Yeah.
And now he's an octahedron.
Yes.
It's like when I fought that squid and turned him into an octopus. Yeah. Since Rockstar is right here in the creature's face, and there's a possibility that attack just distracted him, Tempest is not a choice, is he? I can't hand off to Tempest.
No, he's not actually a player.
An active combatant.
Yeah.
Right, but I can hand off to Headlong and yell, Maneuver 42, like we did in that classic issue. I don't know. Daybreak number 7. This time it's personal when Titans clash.
All right, so you hit him with a big crystal.
I actually punch him repeatedly with my fists encased in big crystals.
Oh, okay. Is getting Tempest away from this critter something that we should focus on, or should we just try to take it out?
If you have an ability that could do that, I think it would be good, because in theory, he may be able to help us attack, I think, perhaps, maybe? I don't know.
Well, if our dear readers remember, this is the editor note pops up. If you remember Freedom 5, number 801, what was his name? The
Argent Adept.
Argent Adept.
The Silver Surgeon.
Had we rescued him, he probably would have been able to assist us in that issue. So,
and so what would it be to help?
That'd be an overcome action of some kind.
Okay.
So, you got any overcome actions in your green zone?
I have something that triggers when I make a successful overcome action. I do have another one, but it's about using something from my civilian life, which really doesn't seem like it would apply to a bunch of dinosaurs attacking a space alien.
Yeah, that may be a little hard to apply in this.
You know what? You used to work in a pet store, and you know the minds of lizards.
Squids and dinosaurs. So I'm going to, so basically, after Rockstar pummels the dinosaur and she's like, maneuver 40, there's already like a blue streak that flies past her. And Headlong is zooming towards the dinosaur, but he's not running. In fact, his feet aren't really moving. It's like he's like skating along the ground. And he's basically going to lower one arm so that he's essentially has like basically one arm like he was a surfer and he was riding a wave. And like with the other arm, he's going to try to grab Tempest out from under the dinosaur. And, basically continue moving past them and get him out of harm's way.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I keep using the same stuff, or does that shrink? Like, could I use agility again?
Yeah, you
or
can
acrobatics
use it.
again? Okay, so, can I use momentum for this?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm in the green, and I'll use momentum. That's been added, and I'll use acrobatics. Then I hit basic action, and I add one bonus because of my previous action that gives me a boost. Should I add anything else? Or does it matter?
It's up to you.
You can. I mean, it really comes down to... I mean, do you want
I don't know if he'd have anything else to add right now.
You said he had the 4 points from...
The floating points,
He does, but those are also exclusive bonuses,
okay.
so he can't stack that with his...
I can't add it. I can't stack it with my boost.
Yeah, not with that boost that you got from that power last time.
Okay, well then that's probably it then. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And that'll be a 5.
All right. So 5, basically that would be either a failure or a success with a minor twist. So you can choose. Now you can look at your principles there on your sheet on the front page and see if there's any twist you want to apply there, or I can choose a twist myself, either from just general twist or from the environment, or if you just want to take the fail, you can take the fail, but it's all up to you.
I'll succeed. I'll succeed with a twist and say that instead of pulling Tempest away, I kind of knock him out of the way, and now I'm face to face with the dinosaur.
All right, I'll say that, and basically say that knocking him out of the way has kind of stumbled your step, and I'm going to hinder you using your minimum die, which is still a 4. So you have a -2 hinder to your next action.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
But I say you successfully get him out of the way, and basically other heroes can circle around and protect him further.
So whenever I have a thing here that says whenever you successfully overcome, you may end up anywhere in the current environment, but we've kind of already said that I was under the dinosaur. Then you and each of your allies gains a hero point.
Yes.
Hooray.
Nice.
All right. And once again, you get to choose what player in this combat gets to go next.
Let's throw it to Legacy.
All right.
Legacy sees that everyone is doing a good job, and so I'll just use my Galvanize to say, keep Tempest safe and keep fighting that dinosaur. And so I will use Galvanize, which is a boost using leadership. Is it only using leadership, or do I get a power as well?
You still get a power in your status.
Then, since I am still hovering in the air looking at everything, I will use flight. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of my 1-point bonuses on this as well. And I will add a 1-point modifier. I get a 4. Let's see. So that's the bonus. Apply that bonus to all attacks and overcomes by allies until the start of my next turn. So is that a 2 or is that a 4?
+2 bonus.
+2 bonus, everybody, for everything until the start of my next turn.
And that's not exclusive.
So anything that we do.
Yeah.
Yep, anything you do until the start of my next turn.
Any attack or overcome.
Yes, attacks or overcomes.
Not boost or hinders or even recovers if you happen to have abilities that grant recovery.
All right.
And satisfied, I will kind of look around to see if what that pack of dinosaurs is doing, or the little pack of little raptosaurs, and I will say, bunker, attack.
Yep, and as you're looking around, you're noticing that those raptors seem to be making a flanking formation.
Clever girls.
Trying, and they eat you.
I'm up in the air. Impossible.
And deservedly
they haven't evolved their wings yet.
And a pterodon eats you.
It ambushes you in a cloud.
You weren't expecting jetpacks. Anyways. So you're handing it off to Bunker?
Yep.
And so Bunker?
Give me a sec.
All right.
And now Legacy is dead forever in all dimensions.
Kind of thought you were handing it off to the Raptors, but
I mean, if you want me to, I can, but
I think we want to.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Raptors.
Last time you did Galvanize, and
yes,
the Raptors.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Are part of the environment, so
okay. Then I will have the environment go next.
Okay. So then the environment will go, which will tick down another mark. So you are now in the yellow status.
Now we need to mark that yellow checkbox on our character sheets, Rodrigo.
Yep. Which also opens up our yellow powers.
Yep.
Yay. That gives me options.
Although you have to roll your yellow die, which may or may not be worse depending on the character. I think it's only worse for Rockstar, but...
define worse.
A smaller die.
Fewer sides?
Yes. And so with that, the dinosaurs will kind of look for basically the only one who's not actively near the big old nasty Allosaurus and kind of all jump towards Bunker.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Way to go, Bunker.
So this could be bad. And so have a +1 attack for each other Utah Raptor in play.
Oh, boo.
So they just start flanking and jumping and ripping and tearing at Bunker and his mighty shell, which he'll be real glad that he's wearing, I think. So 9 damage.
Ouch.
And
Why you gotta be like this?
7 damage.
Oh, God. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me take the 9 damage first,
Okay.
because if I change zones, my damage reduction changes.
Fair enough.
So I take 7 from the first one. I change personal zones, but that's still yellow, so... Okay. And then how much from the second one?
7.
So 5. Alright.
4 from the third.
2.
And 9 from the last.
So 7 more. And I go to the red zone.
Ooh.
Wow. Already? We don't have
That was a lot of damage.
You just got swarmed, so yeah, you're... Alright,
Wow.
and I think we're gonna toss it to Bunker.
Yeah, I just got hit for 21 damage.
Wow. I don't have anything that... Well, I do have something that can heal you, but I might need to come in and do some flying smashes.
Who will be the last, being this turn.
Rob, do you have a group attack?
Yep. This may not be the best of plans, but external combustion. Attack multiple targets using power suit. Use your max plus mid die.
Ooh.
Take irreducible damage equal to your min die.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
This could be bad.
So I'm
This
using
seems like a really bad
power
idea.
suit. And we're
Oh,
gonna go
and you
with,
get a plus... remember, you get a +2 on this as a bonus.
yeah, we're gonna go with close combat.
Alright. Which is actually a worse one for you.
I mean, I could go with ranged combat
Right.
and try and hit the Rex too.
Hmm.
I mean, I can attack multiple targets. It didn't say there was a limit to the number of targets. So
I would definitely let you hit all these raptors.
Yeah.
They're real close.
yeah, no, that's what I was going. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna vent and see what happens here.
Okay. Yeah, and I think in that situation that would be close combat.
It's a basic action.
And don't forget you're galvanized.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Which is +2.
+2.
Yep.
And I'll use an additional +1 from the hero points.
Isn't he always galvanized?
That's actually a bad plan. I'm just going to do the 2. I'm going to take 5 damage. And
Oh, I thought-
drop. Nope, never mind.
I thought you said it was your min dice. Damage.
Yeah, my min die is a 3.
+2. Okay.
And then how does the
Actually-
+2 add when it's max plus mid?
Well, I'm going to say that you only get to... Now, in addition to releasing the character creation chapters, they've also released the full rules chapter from the game,
Okay.
from the final book. And so generally when you have these bonuses, you can only really apply them to one die in a pool, even if you get to use multiple dice.
Oh.
So I would not apply that to the min die.
I agree. I will apply that to the max die. Or I'll apply it to the mid die, since it's already there. And then plus the 8 from the max die is a 15.
All right. Well, that completely obliterates all the raptors.
Good job.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you only then end up taking 3 points, right? Okay.
I was still alive either way. I was at 7. I thought I was at 4.
Okay.
I am now at 4.
Okay. Well, I can hopefully heal you up. Yep. I'll try.
So, you're the last one to go this turn. Who are you handing it off to, Bunker?
Oh, the Rex is already gone?
Yeah, the environment handed it to the Allosaurus to start the turn.
I'm going to hand it back over to... Tempest isn't an option, is it?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to hand it over to Speedy over here.
All right. So,
Whose
Headlong.
name I can't remember. Headlong. That's the one.
Headlong.
All right, so Headlong, you're underfoot of a big old robot Allosaurus thing.
If I don't have a power that's an attack, can I still attack?
Yeah, you can attack. You can just do a basic action attack, in which case you'll just take the mid die.
If I boost myself again, that doesn't stack with my previous boost, right?
No, it just replace.
But does it stack with my Galvanize?
It would, because the Galvanize is not exclusive.
Yeah, so you do get a +2 on top of whatever you're going to boost with.
If he's doing an attack or an overcome action,
yeah, an attack or an overcome. Yeah.
Well, so I'm hindered, but the by 2, but the Galvanize is a +2, so basically it's back to
cancels.
Okay, so but I still have my bonus, so I'm still working on a +1. Okay, so I'm gonna basically I'm this dinosaur. I'm under its feet. I kicked Tempest out of the way, and then I'm just going to grab onto its tail and start surfing up it.
All right.
And as I do that, I'm going to try to grab any cables that have been pried loose or anything like that and try to wreck them.
Okay. So this is an attack?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, so I will use momentum, if that's okay.
Yep.
And I will use acrobatics.
Sounds very applicable.
And I don't have anything that lets me... I got something that lets me attack multiple targets, but... And then I'm at a net +1 here between my bonuses and penalties.
All right. And you rolled...
I rolled a 3.
Oh, man. So just 3 damage. Well, it's a D8 now, so we'll see if it makes that save.
Yep.
And roll SO's Legacy to get a 7.
Hooray for me, I've rolled a 7. Rob, recover 7 points.
It maintains and does not reduce, so... who are you going to hand off to now, Headlong?
It's like any of those guys.
Anybody with a 0.
Yeah, it has
any of those guys, the Allosaurus or the environment.
I will hand it to the Allosaurus.
Okay. I think the Allosaurus is going to kind of try to buck you off, swing around wildly, and try to bite or stomp you on the way down. So it's going to just thrash with various metal spiky plates and roll its D8 as an attack upon you, and 7 damage towards Headlong.
So even though we're in the yellow, like if this is the first damage I've taken, I'm still here in my green amount, right?
Yep.
Like,
right.
You just take the lower, or basically the more critical of either your damage
stage?
or the stage. Okay. Yeah, when you're rolling. But no, you still have your full health.
Okay.
As this is the first damage you've taken.
All right. I get bucked.
Okay. So you kind of hit the ground a bit hard and go rolling, and probably continue as you're on your way, as that's the kind of thing you do.
Yep.
But you can remove all of the friction from the ground when you hit it, so it won't hurt you.
Yeah, it won't scrape me. Just the impact is still a problem.
Yes.
Gravity still works.
Nah, gravity's friction. It's all right.
Gravity and mass still work.
Don't think about the science too hard.
Yeah, seriously, don't think about the science too hard. Flying brick.
So with that...
laser pants.
I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to hand it off to the environment, as the plants around you seem to start shifting and moving.
We're going to get eaten by plants, aren't we?
Man, this is so familiar.
And some weird spores start spraying out. It's going to hinder all of you with its max die.
I thought you all dealt with the plants in the last issue.
Well, there's things going on with plants. So a 7 will be a plus or a -2 to all of your next actions.
A -2?
Yep.
Oh, so we're not taking any damage.
Nope, this is just a hinder.
Okay.
Using max die on all heroes. As the plants seem to spray out the various venomous spores that disorient, confuse, or jam up sensors, or whatever is applicable to each of you to actually hinder you.
Right. We still have the galvanize bonus on us right now, right?
Yep.
There's that.
I'm still good to go?
Would be.
Man. Brian could totally toss it
Yes.
to
to
Legacy.
Which he's done before.
Ending that galvanized bonus.
Yep.
Oh!
At which point I will say, we've got them on the run, team. Strike hard. And I will use my motivational charge. It says attack using leadership. So I guess I'm attacking the dinosaur.
Yeah,
with this.
That's the only target right now.
Yeah, so I will use...
and I also mark scene because environment does that.
So I'll use flight and leadership on this. And that will take a -2 on here. And I'm going to knock that down to a -1 by using one of my other bonuses.
All right.
I'm going to hit submit, and I get a 4. Oh, wait, hold on just a second. Everybody that is near me with their health in the yellow or red zone recovers health equal to my min die. So that's going to be 5. So Rob and I guess everybody else gets 5.
Only
back.
Rob is in the red. Everybody else is in the green
is still in the green. Okay.
But I think that's still appreciated.
Yep. And then my attack is 4.
4 to the dino.
Yep.
Who's still at a D8.
Yes.
Hey, it failed, so it drops to a D6. And it's looking pretty beat up. You give it a good wall up. Do I
notice anything? Notice anything about this? Like, this is like those spiders that we saw back in, was it Freedom City or wherever it was, Metropolis City. Am I noticing anything weird about this dinosaur?
The fact that it's a cyborg dinosaur is definitely weird.
Yes,
but
of course.
There's definitely some familiar designs in these mechanics. And you've definitely seen similar cybernetics on Being That You Know. As you last saw him as a luminary.
Yeah. But used to be Omnitron, right?
No, Baron Blade.
Oh, Baron Blade, okay.
Who, had, again, as you had last seen him, had apparently replaced his arm with a robot arm and something very similar to that.
All right. Well, then, that is my turn, and I'm going to pass it off to, I guess the only other one is Rockstar.
No?
Or Bunker.
I was at the end of the last round.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually acted this round.
Okay.
But you could pass it to Rockstar.
You could pass it to Rockstar.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's 2 options.
Yeah.
Gonna request mine because I can knock it. I can almost guaranteed knock it down one more for Rockstar to finish it off.
Okay. Then I'll hand it off to Bunker then. Now that I've given you some of my magic leadership powers, you are feeling revitalized.
Now
you're feeling the power of Legacy coursing through you.
The new how to play chapter rules did specify if you do manage to do double the die and damage, it does knock it down 2 steps.
Oh, nice.
So if you manage to get 12 damage, yes.
I might be able to actually just knock it out then.
Yes.
I'm going to use Omniblast.
Okay. I thought that was coming, and that's why.
So I'm going to have to... So it says destroy all of your bonuses. So does that mean all of the... Because I'm going to have to spend a hero point on this one.
Okay.
In order to even use it, because I have to have at least 1 bonus.
Yeah, I don't think you got any other bonuses active, do you?
No.
No, I think you just have to use that hero point to...
Yeah. Okay. I still add each of them to the attack first, but it's just...
All right. Yeah.
But this is definitely going to be Riot Cannon ranged combat.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't have quite the opportunity to build up the charge. But,
so I've got a +1 and a -2.
Yep.
I'm going to tell Rockstar to be ready.
Okay.
But this attack is attack using Riot Cannon and at least 1 bonus. Use your max plus min dice.
Nice.
Okay. So 11,
so-
15, and then -1 is 14. Is
Oh,
that
so
right?
you did do double damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be ready for what?
Falling dinosaur meat exploding out of the sky.
Yes, you totally obliterate the dinosaur, leaving a sizable chunk of sparking metal and dinosaur flesh scattered around.
I will float down towards Tempest as I congratulate the team. Good job, team. Once again, we have overcome evil. Tempest, what is going on here?
Thanks for your help. I've been investigating this island. There's been strange reports. Seems, I think that fellow there was just unrelated. What I've been coming to investigate, there's been reports of the plants acting weirdly, coming alive and attacking people.
Really?
Yeah, there was some thought it may be something left over from the citizens of the sun, but I haven't found any evidence of that.
If only we had a plant-based hero here with us.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But we don't.
I know, right? Where should we go next?
I think we should continue to explore as he kind of staggers to his feet and kind of mops at some of his yellow oozing wounds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I pull a Band-Aid out from my belt. Here you go, and stick it over there.
Thanks. Yeah, that may help.
Helpful flesh tone.
I think we should check out these old Baron Blade buildings, see if we can find anything else, and hopefully not wake up any more of his
Exactly. Baron Blade's
experiments.
Baron Blade's devices continue to cause problems for everyone who encounters them. Team, be prepared.
Did Baron Blade sacrifice himself during the Oblivion event?
Yes. He
Yeah, but
basically
he was the luminary then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billed himself as the hero luminary as he came to fight Baron Blade, and then got like a giant spike ran through him.
Ugh.
And yes.
That's a bummer.
So we're going to check out some buildings.
Yeah, as you guys start making your way to the buildings, all of a sudden you hear something crying out from the jungle.
Caw, caw.
No.
Over here! Over here!
No. Hey, you guys!
I'll
No.
have to check with the manager.
You hear a scream, yell out, "Villains!" As you see a large woman burst out of the jungle. Looks to be a woman with Maori tattoos, a green leotard. I knew that there'd be something going on here with the citizens of the storm. Give me your leader and we can end this quickly. And she rushes forward.
I'll just point at Legacy.
She ignores Legacy as she starts rushing towards Tempest.
What is going on here? I'll try to stop her.
All right. You want to...
I
What you
guess
gonna
I'm
do?
going to try to overcome, once again. This is with my principle of the hero, and I'm going to use my strength, and I guess...
So is this like a different encounter?
Yeah, this is a different encounter.
Okay. So are we back in the green zone?
Each of you can heal back up to the top of your next zone.
Okay.
So for
What do you mean the
Bunker,
top of our
who's
next zone?
in red, can heal up to yellow.
So the bottom of yellow or the top of yellow?
The top of yellow.
That's a lot of hit points. that I just-
Yeah.
Nice.
And the others should basically be healed to full then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Way cool, Junior.
Yeah, I'm going to do principle of the hero to try to stand in the way, so I'm going to use strength and... I'd like to use leadership, but that's probably not... I probably have to use imposing, right? That seems more likely. And then does that hinder go away?
Yeah, I'd say the hinder's gone.
Okay. All right, so I'll just kind of fly in between the two and try to push her away, keep her from attacking Tempest.
Okay.
And just try to calm down, madam. And I roll a 3.
Ooh, so that's going to be either a failure or a success with a major twist.
A major twist, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Principle of the hero, major twist. I think I'm going to go with a failure on this.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm not going to go with the ultimatum.
All right, so yeah, she basically easily bats you away as you go flying into the undergrowth.
Boom, 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 boom.
Crash.
She continues rushing forward. Who do you want to go next?
I think I'm going to let her go next. Is she the environment, or who is she?
Yes, she'd be the environment.
Okay, then I'm going to let the environment go next.
All right, so basically seeing all of you kind of circled around Tempest, she stomps down with her mighty feet and causes a shockwave that sends you all reeling.
Whoa, again. Not again.
Each of you will be hindered by -2 for your next action.
Boo.
As you're all sent reeling from a shockwave. And I'm going to hand it to Bunker, who is probably the most stable, to react next.
I'm going to use the principle of the tactician. Overcome when you can flashback to preparing for this exact situation before the mission. Knowing that we were going to be dealing with the Prime Wardens and that Haka occasionally is not a force for, or will occasionally send shockwaves at his allies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I have prepped some stabilizers. Am ever ready to actually get everybody up as shockwaves come towards us.
Interesting. So, you. So, is this what kind of is
an overcome?
Okay.
With the principle of the tactician specifically. So I get to use my max die. So that'll be power suit and self-discipline.
Sounds good.
All right. And we're at a neg what?
2.
Neg 2. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, why can't I roll?
But you're using the max die, so that's a 3. So that's either a failure or a success with a major twist.
Oh, we all get a hero point.
Okay.
Oh, regardless, we get a hero point?
I believe so.
Okay.
Use your max die. You and each of your allies gains a hero point.
Okay.
So I assume that was the same on yours.
Yes, and in fact it was. So everybody gets an additional hero point. So
right,
I'm up to 4 in this.
We'll go with a major twist.
Twist.
A major twist.
Okay. Do you got
what major threat is revealed that invalidates all of my plans? I'm going with another one of the alternate reality heroes.
I would say, yeah, you can very much see that this does seem to be, much to your suspicions, that this is some sort of alternate reality Haka, which is definitely interesting. Your reality's Haka was lost to some other reality during the Oblivion shakeup. And, but you're not quite sure this person is or her motivations. She seems to have some sort of grudge against Tempest. And you hope she's not from the Inversiverse, because everyone's hero or villains are heroes and vice versa.
It's kind of what she said, though, right? Because who was the team that she screamed when she came running at us?
Citizens of the Storm.
Citizens of the Storm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which expansion? Never mind.
Pick one.
Please no.
Any expansion.
I know specifically which Tempest she's yelling about.
Rob would, yes.
Oh, go ahead. Fill us in, Rob.
Rob.
So during the Oblivion stuff, people from alternate realities, like he's a big old anti-monitor type, so it's all realities are trying to deal with him, except you've got villains coming from alternate realities as well. One of them, Tempest, is a is apparently the actually Citizen Dawn for that.
Yeah.
So instead of Citizens of the Sun, it's Citizens of the Storm. I didn't realize he was their leader in that. I just know from the individual card from the Oblivion game mode. Because if you beat him, you get... She's not the one that you get for that one, though. I don't remember who the reward is specifically if you beat up that Tempest, but he is definitely wearing the Citizen outfit on that card.
All right, so this seems to be black as white and we're through the looking glass.
Sure.
Yeah, with a major twist, I'll think that you probably assume that this is probably a villainous Haka, which should be very concerning, considering how much of a powerhouse Haka was.
Right.
And but with that success, you do get to eliminate the penalty, as basically you send a counter shockwave of the opposite frequency to stabilize the ground, and everyone can find their footing and hopefully react. So, who's it going to be next?
So, did he undo the -2 penalty?
Yes.
Did.
For all of us or just him?
For everyone.
Oh, okay, nice.
So, with that, I'm going to send it over to Headlong. The Headlong tripper up.
I'm on it. I'm going to... So, normally when somebody okay, so she's the environment. Are we attacking her, or is this just a question of like trying to prevent her from doing what she's doing?
Yeah, there's not she's not a target, so you can't attack. There's no die or point value of hit points here to attack.
Okay,
so she's largely
How do we reach success here?
Generally, you'd want to do overcome actions.
Oh, okay.
Or boost or hinder to allow other people better results on overcome.
I don't have anything that's too helpful in this situation, so I'll just try to make like a regular roll. Like none of my powers matter unless I actually like succeed at whatever at a overcome roll. So yeah, I'll basically I'm going to skate by, grab a plate, like a metal plate that I'm not entirely sure whether it fell off of Bunker or the dinosaur, and essentially I'm going, as she's moving towards Tempest, I'm going to scoop her, like basically stick it under her feet. And the moment that she's touching it and I'm touching the thing, I'm just going to like slide her, like basically like push her away like it's a toboggan.
Okay.
So I'm going to use agility and acrobatics on this one. Or I'm sorry, I'll use momentum and acrobatics. So that's all geared up. And can I use a hero point? That gives me like a +1.
Yeah, you can. You've last time they managed to gather 4 hero points, so you can use up to, if you want to burn them all, use a +4, or you can use any combination of those.
I'll throw in 2 and see how that goes. 6.
All right. Well, with the 6, that's either a success with a minor twist or a failure.
Okay. Well, we'll call it a success with a minor twist. And I will... So my principle of speed is what physical drawback do you suffer from going too fast? So I'm going to say that my shoelaces become untied.
All right.
Which is probably going to be an ongoing hindrance or something, right? Is that reasonable?
Sure, I can make a hindrance here.
I mean, I'm not really sure what the twist usually should entail. Should I take damage or
some kind of? It can be damage. It can be some sort of narrative issue that crops up.
Okay.
Or you could lose access to a power. Or you can have a power quality reduced in die size. So actually, with that sounds somewhat
Sure.
appropriate. If shoelace is coming untied, go ahead and step down your momentum.
Okay, to a D8.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to say with that success, you do manage to pretty well halt her in her tracks and trip her up. And so she's kind of kneeling, glaring, getting ready to get back up.
Okay, and since I successfully overcame something, everybody gets I and each of my allies gains a hero point.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm up to 5 hero points this issue.
And that's pretty much where you cap out. So all the hero points have been achieved.
Missed a couple.
I can end up anywhere in the current environment, so I will end up very far away from her.
Fair enough. You end up very far away. So,
yep. And that's going to put us to Rockstar, right?
Yep. Rockstar is the last one to have gone this turn. So, Rockstar.
Yes.
You are looking at a very mad woman who seems to really want to do harm to Tempest.
Is she giant?
She's not giant. I just made her a bit bigger for...
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was
she's not small.
Probably as tall as Bunker.
Yeah, probably about that
She's
tall.
like 7 feet tall, but not like 50 feet tall.
No, she's not like Skyscraper.
She's like 10 feet probably.
Like 10 feet tall.
All right. So she's enormous.
And
she's
pretty
about
much
twice my size.
Solid muscle. Yeah.
She's She-Hulk.
But she's not so enormous that it would be impossible for me with a little stone leverage and maybe, I don't know, a hook here and there to put her in a full Nelson and overpower her using sheer muscle of my rock muscle power, muscleness. She's not so big that it would be ridiculous. I mean, clearly this is an overconfident moment on my part. But I really think that overconfident moments are kind of my spiel. So, literally Rockstar is going to leap on her back, put her in a full Nelson, and use whatever leverage is necessary and add whatever stone necessary to get my arms all the way around her and try and hold her still until we can try and calm her down and figure her out.
All right.
That is, of course, presuming that Bunker's theory is something that I heard and am in any way aware of. But I'm going to use Principle of Strength, and this time I can overcome using brute force.
Sounds
this
good.
Is brute force. She's a brute. I'm using force.
Mm-hmm.
Shush.
No.
I'm going to put this under stone, and gosh, I can't decide. What do you think? Close combat, Brian?
Probably.
Yeah, sounds like it'd be a good fit.
Could be leadership. I could be leadershipping her.
Probably close combat.
Probably close combat.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I have 4 hero points, and I may be overconfident, but I'm not dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to use my 4 hero points.
All right.
And I am going to augment myself however I can, and I'm literally going to hold her in place, whatever it takes, with the full force of whatever it is that I do, with my Rocky thing.
Okay.
All right? Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding!
Now,
No!
you get to use your max die, right?
I do get to use my max die.
Okay, so we ignore those ones.
Oh. So I can ignore the ones.
You did not roll a mutant snake eyes, although close. So 7 plus 4 is 11.
Yes.
Which is a full success. Almost a success with overwhelming results, but you do manage to basically stop her, and with that, she still doesn't seem happy,
right.
But
I've climbed her like a spider monkey, and I'm now trying to hold her. And by the way, since I did overcome with brute force, all of my allies get a hero point.
Well, everyone's already got 5 hero points, so it's...
Well, I don't, so I get a hero point.
Well, you should.
Because I just burned all my hero points
to
earn this hero point.
Well, these hero points you're gathering are what you turn in for bonuses for next issue. You've already used all your previous hero points from last issue.
Oh.
So I don't get a hero point?
Did you already? So at the beginning of this issue, we had 4 hero points that we could use.
Yes.
Did you already use those bonuses?
You just
But you didn't use it in the previous combat?
I think I did use one.
Then that would be a 3 then.
It's all right. I mean, it still beats an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you managed to hold her fast, and you're the last one to go in the round, so who do you want to go next?
The environment.
All right.
Trust me.
I'm okay with that. I'm ready for Rockstar to be thrown headlong into the headlong.
No, headlong's the other guy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it's going to be, is that she pulls a reversal on you and just flings you with minimal effort. Basically, just in time as Legacy's coming out of the foliage to catch you before you're speared by a tree or whatever. And she once again starts smashing the ground and throwing rocks and starts screaming out a loud hawk of her own as she amps herself up. And she's going to once again roll with all this noise and ruckus and rocks shaking everywhere. And, okay. And you all are hindered for I guess for -1.
Bugger.
But,
So we actually get a bonus.
No, you get... you're hindered by 1, but not a significant amount. And basically, she... when she catches her breath, is like, you guys cannot save him. His foul deeds on this island have brought all sorts of abominations, and I will bring him to justice. And once again starts stomping her way towards Tempest. And I think the environment will go to Legacy.
So now we're in our yellow zones, right?
Yes, that is marked off again.
And the only thing we're doing right now are boosts and overcomes, right? But we don't know what the target is, how many overcomes we need to take her down to complete this?
Nope.
Okay. And that's how that works, right? Essentially, this is like a skills challenge?
Kinda.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and use an overcome principle of the hero. Overcome a situation in which innocent people are in immediate danger. I'm going to use my max die. You and each of your allies gains a hero point on this, which doesn't matter. Once again, I'm going to use strength and leadership to kind of calm her down, and I'm just going to be like, I can't let you pass, but you have to realize this is not who you think it is. And I'll use one of my bonuses to counter that hinder, and so that will take it down to 0. Right. Man. So my max die is 8. And so I get an 8.
Well, 8's a success.
It is, but I rolled 2 10s plus a 6 on that. So yeah.
We are rolling great.
Yes, we are. Lots of ones.
3 set. Oh my gosh.
With you kind of staring her down, she does give pause, and you do remind me of someone back from my home who often would speak knowledge and wisdom.
Yes, however, I'm Legacy.
Have been betrayed before, as she again glares at Tempest.
Madam, I trust Tempest with my life.
So would many zealots trust their leader.
I understand, but please, this is a different world for you, different rules, and as we've seen battling, what's his name, Aeon Flux. Oblivion. That things are not quite...
Battling Charlie's theorem.
Things are not quite as they seem. Please, trust me. And then I will pass it off to... I think, to Bunker.
All right.
I'm continue to try and calm her down. I'm going to try and use Principle of Order.
All right.
Overcome a challenge where you can organize other people.
Sounds fair.
I'm going to use Intuition and Veteran for this. And I think I'll use the last of my hero points to counteract the plus that she's for the negative that she's doing.
All right.
I'll reach up to her, explain, we just got done with the Oblivion fight. Things are still falling apart. The Tempest of this world is not the same as the Tempest of yours. This man is a hero.
Right.
That's going to be that's an 8.
Use your max
Highest die.
Nice.
Oh, it is an 8. And I think you succeed. And with that, she finally calms down, no longer seems to be gearing for trouble. And she goes, all right, I will listen to you, but I will be wary of any treachery that you guys may befell me. And should you cause any trouble, I will not hesitate to defend myself.
Clearly you're capable. But
Indeed.
there shouldn't be any trouble from us. We're here to figure out what's going on with the island.
As am I. Back where I was from, this was the home of my Citizen Storm and his citizens.
For us, it is the Citizen Dawn.
Citizen Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And are they still here?
Not that we're aware of.
So what's been going on here that's been troubling you?
Well, we believe that our Baron Blade may have some technology still running amok on the island.
Yes, I saw that beast who your friend was tingling with there. I was hoping to take advantage of his weakened state to bring him in and to the proper authorities. And basically with that, Tempest steps forward. I am sorry about the confusion. I am here as part of the UN. There's been reports of explorers and scientists who've been taking the relatively unpopulated time that this island has been on to research, and there's been reports of the plant life acting strangely and seemingly coming alive and attacking people. I've looked around. I mean, this beast does seem to have been some remnant from Baron Blade's times on this island, but I don't believe it's related to the issues we've experienced with the plants.
See.
I think we may want to make our way deeper into jungle.
Okay.
All right.
And the woman goes, yes, I think I will come along, if no other reason, to keep an eye on you. And we will explore.
Explore.
6 heads are better than 1.
Very well.
Hey, the hammer.
Yeah.
You know what's going on?
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, okay.
But if you ask Legacy, he'll probably tell you something really inspiring.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel inspired. I just don't know what's happening.
Well, there was a tree, and we fought the tree. And then there was a rock, and we fought the rock. And now I think we get to fight other plants. I kind of get the feeling that something magical is going on, and it's making everything act weird. And sometimes portals.
I do believe you're right, Rockstar, and your understanding of the situation gives me hope for your younger generation.
Gosh, thanks. I feel inspired.
As do we all in the presence of great heroes, such as us.
Does Legacy actually land, or is he just like floating? Like
he's floating,
like 5 feet in the air.
He's floating 5 feet in the air.
Okay.
Actually, it's like more like 5 inches off the ground, but his feet don't touch the ground.
Does he have like his arms crossed when he's
Yes, he does.
around? Okay.
He's flying in a standing position.
Yep.
Okay.
He's flying in like cool Scoutmaster Dad position. Look out for that snake.
Beware
That
of the
cloud
plant
looks
with
like
5
honesty.
leaves.
Yeah, so as you start making your way into the dark jungle, Rockstar kind of notices that strange crystal she picked up last time seems to be kind of thrumming.
I pull it out of my pocket and look at it.
There definitely seems to be a weird amber glow emanating from it. And
guys, the doohickey's doing something.
Is that not what it's supposed to be doing?
It's not what it's been doing.
Does my ring give me the insight?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
But Rockstar definitely feels a bit of a pull or an impulse to go deeper into the jungle.
I'm going to hold the crystal out and see where it leads me into the jungle.
And as you start moving in deeper, you notice that the plants start shifting around you. And you see a few trees kind of start shambling and ambulating.
Towards us?
Yes, generally towards you as you keep going further. If you keep going further, basically, they definitely, they kind of first just oddly seem to be taking notice of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they definitely kind of start making their way towards you. You notice that 3 fairly huge K-pop trees kind of stand up, 15-foot beings, and kind of rush in. Basically, 2 of them attack both Tempest and Haka as they break off and punch off elsewhere.
No!
Noticed several mangrove trees with their twisted roots shambling towards you as well. And I think we're going to go into another combat situation here, and I'm going to go ahead and toss it towards Rockstar to lead things off.
What's that big green slimy thing?
It seems to be just, a spirit tree that seems to be emanating towards you.
A K-pop tree.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, Korean pop bands.
No, not Tempest, or not Tachyon.
The K-pop trees always have perfect coordination.
I know,
in their
right?
dance moves.
They do. That's why they're so dangerous.
Yep.
Also, there's like 12 of them. How are there so many in one group? How am I supposed to remember all of their names?
No, you don't have to remember all their names.
New Kids on the Block. And
you focus on one, and that becomes your...
Oh, your favorite? Yeah. No,
that becomes the only one that you focus
Donnie,
on.
Joe, John, and Jordan, I think. But, all right, so we are back to green environmental status.
Yep.
There's a bunch of throat wobbler mangroves and a kapok tree. 2 other kapok trees have dragged away basically the prime wardens that we're looking for.
Yep.
Okay. And we're back in the green, which means I have a lot of things I can do, but none of them are actually good.
Man,
don't have any.
If only I was inspiring everyone else at this point, man. Yeah.
My name's Legacy. Wise and learned knowledge.
Well, let's see. There's a kapok tree. Presumably, if I'm near the front, and Haka and Tempest are near the front, the 2 kapok trees grab Haka and Tempest. There's a 3rd kapok tree that's essentially in my face.
Yep.
And when things are in my face, I have 2 possible responses. And I ain't going to sing him a song. But I am going to play him a wicked solo. Okay, so it's a tree with legs. And it looks threatening. It's definitely coming towards us.
It's definitely got like a big old wooden branchy arm reeling back to swing at you.
Okay. I am going to attempt to surround the tree with a wall of stone crystals high enough, presumably, that a K-pop tree cannot leap. I'm presuming that a K-pop tree can't leap. It may be a foolish presumption.
I mean, I've seen their dance moves.
That's true. Backstreet's back. All right. But I'm going to do this with stone and creativity. I'm going to surround it with a wall of stone in the hopes that will keep it from being able to attack us while we try and figure out exactly what's going on.
All right.
I've used all of my magical bonuses at this time, and I don't have any boosts in play, so it's a 7. Wait, I can use my max. No, wait, that's not right. I'm a different thing. No, I'm going to use a 7.
So what kind of action were you going?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Are these enemies?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
My action says I have to attack using strength. So I can't do the thing that I was going to do because I was thinking it would fall under principle of ambition, but that only comes into play when someone has given me a bonus for a boost. So ignore that roll. I'm going to attack it with, instead of a wall, there's spikes.
Okay.
There's spikes coming up out of the nothingness of the floor of this, I don't know, jungle, forest? Is it
jungle
a forest?
Yes.
Okay, is it a jungle forest, Brian?
Yes, it's a jungle forest.
Okay, it's a jungle forest, which now has an Ent who's got a really, really spiky hot foot.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him using strength. And I will need to roll differently because it's different.
Okay.
It's still creativity, but I have to attack using strength. And so, it's still a 7. Wait, why did it not roll?
I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. It's still a 7.
Okay.
It's still a 7!
All right. It's going to roll its die for a save and fail. So K-Pock is also another lieutenant. Oh. And so drops to a D8 rather than being completely taken out, as minions would be.
Right.
And, all right, who you handing it off to?
I am handing it off to Legacy.
Ha ha! Good job, Rockstar! Everyone, take a cue from Rockstar and let's make toothpicks out of these trees. So I will use Galvanize. I'm still flying, and I'll use my leadership. And when I roll, I'm going to... Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my last bonus on this. Oh, boo. It's only a 2, thank goodness. But you can apply that bonus to all attacks and overkills until the start of my next turn, everyone.
Attacks and overcomes, and that would be a +1 bonus.
A +1 bonus, everyone.
With a 2 result to a boost action.
And,
is that a boost?
Yes.
Yes, it is a boost.
We have a boost!
All right, so Legacy galvanizes for a +1.
Yep.
And hands it off to
Bunker, who I'm sure sees all those mangroves and just is like, wants to take them all out.
That's the plan.
Are the trees individual monsters as well, or are they part of the environment?
They're individual monsters as well.
Attack up to 3 different targets using Power Suit.
All right.
My max die to 1, mid die to another, min die to a third. I'm actually going to go for K-Pock in 2 of the mangroves.
Okay.
So I use Power Suits and ranged combat, and we've got a bonus of 1 from...
Yes.
Yep. And where are you putting that 1?
I have to determine which of the 3 dice?
I guess not. That's true. Just roll it and then just don't put the... Well, I guess either way. You'll have to decide when it's...
I would put that +1 on the bottom.
On the 1... okay.
On the actual 1.
And where are each of these going to?
7 at K-Pock, 5 at one of the mangroves, 2 at the other mangrove. Or another mangrove.
The K-Pock can potentially save, which it does. So it maintains.
Bugger.
The mangrove can also easily save. So 1d10 to the 5. And gets a 5. But good news is they are minions, so they do reduce.
Oh, on a tie.
Well, no. Minions, if they make the save, they just drop a size.
Oh,
If they
okay.
fail, they're just taken out.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the last one with against a 2 and
man.
succeeds.
Well,
Mendrix. You did manage to hinder.
Well, I mean, these are
reduce.
swamp trees. They're probably very wet. They're not going to catch on fire from a thoracic cannon.
They're also pretty big trees. Like the mangroves are probably about 8 feet tall, humanoid-looking tree beings.
Do they have faces?
They don't. Well, sure, yeah, they have a weird,
Like tree faces, like
tree
rah,
faces.
like
vaguely wild
holes
hunt faces with
and nods
branch
for like
antlers.
eyes and mouths, kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
mossy beards and
Yeah, the Green
Big-
Man faces.
big floopy ears made of like leaves.
I'm missing something. Nope. So who's going to be next, Bunker?
Right. Let's throw it at the environment first. See
Okay.
what these trees do.
All right. So with the environment, it's going to tick down 1, and then the K-Poc is going to attack Rockstar.
Ouch.
8 damage to Rockstar.
Boo.
-1, so 7.
7 damage.
The
We're
rest of
still
the
green.
mangroves are each going to try to entangle each of you.
When we went to a new encounter, did we heal anything, or are we still down to where we were before?
You should be pretty much all healed up by now.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And we're going to have one of the D10 mangroves try to wrap up with its twisty roots Rockstar. And because they are so weird, rooty, and twisty, they get a +2 to their hindrance to do this. But it only gets a -2 to your next action, Rockstar.
All right.
One of them's
I have a
going
+1 from Legacy, don't I?
Yep.
Till the start of my next turn.
And then the other D10's going to try to wrap up Bunker.
Oh no.
Why don't we just get -3 to your next action.
You gotta be like that.
I don't know. One of the D8s is gonna try for headlong. Oh, with a +2, so that's actually -2 to your next action, headlong.
-2.
Yep.
Okay.
Twisty roots are trying to trip up and entangle you. And one of them's lashing out in the air, trying to tangle up Legacy. And only a -1 to Legacy's next action.
All right.
And so then we'll go to headlong.
So wait. It's a -1 to his next action, but it's a -2 to my next action?
There should have been a +2 on yours. So it'd be a 4,
okay.
which
Gotcha.
is the threshold for -2.
Gotcha. So my go?
Yep.
Is my momentum die still shrunk, or does it go back to what it was?
I say it's back to what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, ended that encounter. You got time to relace your shoes.
All right. I will use basically. I will break out of the roots, although I'm still hindered, and start essentially running and then jumping onto the trees and running, basically taking big hops or kind of like a big like hurdle strides through the trees, but it's like I'm like parallel to the ground, like perpendicular to the trees, like essentially running around, trying to build up some speed. And as I do that, I'm going to grab onto the K-Poc's branches and yank him as I'm running past. And I'm going to use a Frictionless Shove, which allows me to attack using momentum. And I can either hinder my target with my min die or move them somewhere else in the scene.
Mm.
So can I use momentum and acrobatics?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on because half my character is social. And we've fought mostly dinosaurs and plants, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's just seeing a lot of the same bonus. So I have a -2, but a +1, so I'm at a net -1.
Sounds right.
So momentum, acrobatics, -1, very low.
Yeah, that's pretty low. And this was what action?
This is an attack.
Still, failed. So you managed to give it a hard fall as the ground under it becomes a frictionless surface, and it basically falls, and there's a loud crack as it lands hard, and becomes a D6 tree being.
All right.
Kind of now just...
It clearly does not make that cartoon whoop, 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 whoop noise as it goes down.
No.
Instead of a D6 being, I prefer a D6 doing.
So
who goes
So additionally,
next?
with this power, it says I can hinder the target with my min die. What does that mean?
Take your minimum die, which on this would be a 2, and apply a hinder effect. 2 on a hinder effect is a -1.
Okay. Can I put that on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically I yank his branches down, he falls over, and there is a residual frictionlessness to his roots to its roots that prevents it from getting back up easily. And when Headlong is running and actually using his powers, there are these like glowing blue arrows that kind of traverse his suit and his body, and some of those are now kind of moving around in the roots and the branches of this thing.
That's cool.
All right, and actually, before you decide who goes next, since this is the end of the round and going to be starting the next one, you see several more tree beings shamble into view. You see several palm tree-looking beings show up.
Oh, no.
And as with some jasmine trees with their pretty flowers.
Hope nobody's allergic.
As they kind of surround you in this clearing. And now you can decide who goes next.
Let's throw it back to Bunker. Are we in the yellow now?
No, because the environment hasn't gone again yet.
Well, it seems promising. I'm going to use the same grenade launcher.
You still have a +1 from me, so.
But a negative from the mangroves.
True.
How much is the negative from the mangroves?
-2. It was.
Oh, depends on who you are.
Total.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I had down. No, because each of us got hit. Okay. Yep, sorry.
So he was a second D10, so he had actually a -3.
Oh, yeah, I'm at a -3.
Oof.
Right. That's fine. Same attack, except I'm going to toss it into the K-Pop and a couple of these jasmine trees that are right behind me all of a sudden.
They're all around you.
Do I have to throw out both bonuses at the same die?
I would say no. Although, yeah, I'll actually decide where the penalty goes.
Oh, you decide where the penalty goes?
Yes.
Well, then I'm throwing the +1 on the 7 for an 8 and throwing that at the K-Pop.
All right.
And then the 2 6s are going at a pair of jasmines.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have that -3. So it's a 5, so he has a chance of maybe saving the K-Pop.
Whoa,
and he does.
You're evil.
And you were throwing the other 2 at where? The jasmines? All right. And so,
one would hope that would be tougher.
A 7 and a 6 going there?
A 6 and a 6.
A 6 and a 6. Okay. Well, they can potentially save. Well, one does not. That one does. So you do take out one of them.
Stupid plants in there.
And
inflammability.
One of them drops to a D4. And who goes next?
Can you update?
Well, I was the
order.
first person in the.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. You're the only one in this order.
Let's go ahead and preserve that, and all the trees are at the environment.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and preserve that. What you call it, as long as possible, and have Rockstar try and take out the tree.
The big tree?
The big tree.
They're all trees. You have to be more specific.
Take out the spurt
K-pop
tree.
Yes.
Take out baby metal, is what you're saying.
Yes. Defeat the other genre of music.
That's
Woohoo!
J-pop.
That's J-metal.
It's not pop.
All right. My specialty is old comic books, not new music, so cut me some slack there.
You've got to listen to baby metal then.
You do need
I mean, you should. You should. But, you know.
But first I'm going to attack the K-pop tree.
Yeah.
Now, since I had a boost, actually I could overcome a situation using Principle of Ambition.
Okay.
The question then becomes, what situation could I overcome?
Yeah.
And could I overcome it in such a way that would actually get rid of any of these trees?
Well, what exactly are you going to want to do or try to do? Now, you do notice that this sliver still seems to be pulling towards deeper into the forest.
So I could run away and follow the trail. Or I could... Now stay with me here, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Trees are tall and heavy.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've ever seen a tree fall in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, never makes a sound. Second of all, it can hit other trees and knock them down.
I suppose, but sounds kind of more like a hinder action so far.
So let's say, it's a nice forest you got here, Mr. Bergdahl. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. I may just have to attack the K-pop tree, huh? Let's see. We're still in the green.
So isn't necessarily a terrible plan.
Do I have anything that hinders?
Oh.
No. When I change personal zones, I can boost. I can attack. I can reduce attack. I can overcome a situation using brute force. I can overcome a situation where someone else has given me a bonus from a boost.
Which I have given you a bonus from a boost.
Yeah. But the question again is, if I try and overcome a situation, is there any possible way that it's going to remove some of the dozen foes from our face? See, it's a thing.
Well,
Brian?
Yeah?
Can that happen? If I overcome a situation, could I take out minions with it?
Well, you wouldn't really be able to take out minions. You might be able to get yourself in a position where they're not an immediate threat to you.
So when you attack an enemy, they save, right?
Yes,
they can.
Does hindering them affect that save?
It can, yes.
Okay, so right now the K-Pop has a -1 to its saves because I gave it a -1, right?
Yes,
I suppose it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have to have a specific power that says it hinders in order to hinder?
And actually, would that, I guess if it had a -1, then it would have failed that save from Bunker, would it? No. You had a 5, right? 7, 8, -3 is 5. Yeah, it still would have saved. Which, I think would have used up that hinder. I'll say it's still there because I forgot about it.
Okay.
So
I think in this instance, unless you have something that specifically says that it hits multiple opponents,
or that it hinders,
or that it I mean, you can always roll a hinder action on anyone, but that's putting a negative on one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 opponents that we have right now. Whereas I feel like, I mean, I don't have your character in front of me, but I feel like maybe she's pretty good at just punching through things.
Oh yeah, she's a punchy fighter.
So maybe
a puncher and a punchy fighter.
Maybe the best possible thing is for you to punch single things and let Bunker try to spread out the damage.
Okay.
Assuming that Rob can ever, or that
roll higher than a
Rob,
3.
yeah, roll higher, or that Brian stops matching Rob's rolls exactly.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's so
that's
much
true.
a problem of Rob's rolls as
Yeah.
Brian
All
is
right.
causing me problems by rolling dice.
yes.
I am going to attack the Kapok tree, but I'm going to do it in such a way that rather than punch the way I've normally been punching, I'm actually going to not encase my hands in just stone slabs or big hunks of rock, but I'm going to try to make them into blades, and I'm going to try and punch at the Kapok tree's roots to see if maybe I can make it fall down and die. And it's an attack using my wicked solo.
Okay.
So obviously you have to attack with strength on that. But since I'm trying to do the Tin Woodsman thing, it's going to fall under creativity rather than just my regular punchiness, I believe.
All right.
Would you agree with that assessment?
I'll allow it.
Thank you. And I'm going to roll for crap, but
Wow.
yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Going with the
The
medium.
target of that attack must make the attack action against me on the next turn if possible. So that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I've attacked it.
And it
It's
does have a
three.
-1.
Okay. Hey, well, nope, it makes it. It meets is a success. So
Okay.
it still maintains, shrugs off that blow as it continues to try to get more towards its feet. And who will be next, Rockstar?
Legacy.
Let's see. Wait, you sure you want me to go? Because it looks like Headlong still
wait.
can go.
You still have a bonus in play.
I do. Yep.
Yeah. Never mind. Headlong. No. Bunker.
No, I
Bunker's
was the
already
first one in
gone.
this round. I passed it on to
Bunker has
you.
to go now. I called it. Headlong go.
Okay. I am going to attack. I'm going to try to take out that little busted up Jasmine.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a power called Slip and Slide to attack using agility, and then I defend against all attacks against me until the next turn with my min die. Slam down the K-Pop, jump up, and just with that pure momentum, gonna try to just tuck into a little ball and go through what's left of the Jasmine. Hopefully just exploding in a fragrant burst of Bath and Body Works. Let's see. So I have to use agility, which is going to be a D8. And can I use acrobatics as well?
Mhm.
For that.
Checked on green.
Yeah. I don't still have a penalty, do I?
Ah,
From the
have you
'cause
gone? Yeah, you went.
So I was the very last one last round. So that penalty
Yeah, you used it.
is okay. All right. Do I still have a +1 bonus from Legacy?
You do.
So we'll add 1 and roll that.
Hey, that's a good roll.
Okay. So that's a 4. No, that's a 5,
Yes.
which hopefully will
Hey.
be difficult to meet with a D4.
It's a D4 now.
Oh, I was attacking the little D4 Jasmine.
Oh, were you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's try that D4 then. Well, it
He does not roll a 5 on a D4.
Nope. Well, I guess not. I don't know why I bothered rolling. Okay. Let's put a D6 back here. All right.
Rodrigo was messing with your head. He
Down to
put the whammy
2
on you, and you forgot how numbers work.
Jasmine trees.
Good job, Headlong. That's how you get to the root of the problem.
Ha ha!
All right.
I think I'm allergic. So my min was a 3. Does that mean that I have now a floating 3 to defend against things?
Yeah, basically, whenever you're attacked, you'll get to basically block 3 damage.
Okay.
It's to all attacks until your next turn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good ability.
You're all slippery.
Yep.
Very
It
dodgy.
can't hit you. Even if you hit the ground, it won't hurt. That's how friction works.
Is anybody's health in the yellow or red?
No, I don't think anybody is.
No.
I'll throw it to the environment.
Okay. The K-pop tree is going to go ahead and continue to wail at Rockstar. Ooh, and do 2 towards her.
Or 1.
Yep, or 1 because of your rocky hardness.
Right.
Mangrove trees are going to continue to do their thing, so D10's going to entangle Mangrove, or Rockstar, with a +2, which actually breaks the 4, so you got -2 to your next action.
Okay.
And the other D10 will go to Bunker. So that's a -2 as well.
Yay. Less minus.
Some D8s, each to Headlong first. Well, that's only -2. No, that's a -1 to Headlong's next.
Okay.
And to Legacy, an 8, so -3.
So do those stack? Because I still have the -1 from the last time.
Yes, they would.
Okay.
I mean, if you end up being able to apply multiple die things, I can decide how to distribute those.
Okay.
Sorry, Steven,
just...
I didn't realize that was the case.
That's fine. I would rather you guys either push us into the yellow or keep the bonus going for as long as possible.
Or both.
And from the edge of this jungle path, the palm trees start lobbing their coconuts at you.
What are they?
Palm trees.
Cocoa nuts.
And again.
Why are you saying it like that?
They have a lovely bunch of coconuts.
First,
say whip.
Why?
Rockstar.
Ouch.
And so 5 damage.
Oh.
It's only 4 damage.
Yeah.
Somebody's still going to get cracked.
Headlong.
I am
7.
now yellow, by the way.
So he gets to ignore 3 of that.
Okay. So I'd take 4.
Then to Legacy. Coconuts go flying up in the air and 8 damage towards you.
7 damage towards me.
And Bunker 6.
4.
And then the Jasmine trees will rush in and each attack upon... They're both going to go to Rockstar.
Tank him up, tanker.
I'm on it.
First one attacks. 1 damage.
Okay.
And the second one attacks, getting a bonus as they roll 2 damage.
So
they
0 damage and 1 damage.
Yep. And with that, the environment will hand it to Legacy, as there's no other choice.
Okay, so now your +1 bonus goes away. We are in the yellow, but with my -4 hinder...
Oh, yeah, and mark the track.
I don't know if any attacks that I would do are really going to be... You know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm going to use Thok. And
Joy.
I'm going to hit K-Poc with my Thok with a -4. And I hit it let's see. I'm supposed to use my max die. So my max on that is 10 minus 4 is
6. Ooh, it can still...
Wow.
Maybe. Oh,
it fails. And it is stricken down.
It fails.
To the ground.
And
so I take the K-Poc out.
Splinter a good chunk of this tree, taking off a tree arm.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't get destroyed. It just goes down by 1. Okay.
All right. K-Poc is a lieutenant.
Then I will allow...
Why did it... Oh, okay.
Is that a 6? It only lost by 3, so I didn't double it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bunker, would you like to try to wipe some people out?
That seems like a reasonable plan.
Because we're in the yellow and you should have a good area effect by now, right?
The same area effect I've been using.
Oh, okay.
I've been in the yellow the entire time.
Oh, okay. Well, because I could have given you some...
We didn't want to heal me right now.
Okay, that's fine.
If I'm not in the yellow, I don't have a...
Grenade launcher.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and take out as many of these little things as possible.
But now my hinder
launcher at the 2 Jasmines and a K-Poc.
My hinder is gone now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I only have a hinder of 2 right now.
Yep.
only. So that'll apply to just one of these dice then, so I'm not going to bother adding it in. Well, let's go ahead and throw the big one on the Cape Hawk, and then a 4 and a 3 on the 2 Jasmines.
Okay. Cape
Guaranteed
Hawk is...
take out the Cape Hawk, and then you can neg 2 whichever one you feel like. You sadistic.
I will neg 2 the 4. Yeah, the 4. So, slash R 1d6. A 3, which would fail. And that was out to Jasmine's?
Yep.
And now 4 to 3. Saves, so drops to a d4. Leaving a single d4 Jasmine tree. Seems to be very angrily swiping at Rockstar. Go ahead.
So, I was the first top of the round again, wasn't I? Let's throw that right back to Legacy then.
Okay.
All right.
Get some boosts going.
Yeah. Well, do you want me to do some boosts, or do you want me to just attack multiple targets?
If you can attack multiple targets, that probably is a good idea.
All right.
If you
then flying.
If you can get up to above the 8s.
Yeah, I can try to attack the mangroves or the palms. Which ones do you want me to attack?
Palms.
There's an equal amount.
I would say attack the mangroves.
Yeah, because they're the ones
those are the ones giving us the penalties.
Yeah, so I'll use flying smash. So I will use my flight, which I have to use, and I'm going to use. What would I use here? Close combat, leadership, America's finest.
Close combat.
I will use close combat. And I don't have any bonuses or penalties at the moment, but the drawback is I do have to use my min die on this. So here we go against the mangroves, and I get a min die, so that's a 2. Ouch.
Ooh. So 2 on each of them?
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll see the D10s first. Oh, that's not...
Rolling a 10, you get a 10.
Rolling 10.
That one saves. Both D10s save. D8 1 saves. D8 2 saves.
Oh, wait. Is that... Wait a minute. That doesn't seem right.
Now,
that's wrong.
The good news is they are minions. So
they're going to
and
shrink
not
no matter
lieutenants. What. Yes. So you don't take them out, but they do drop down.
Oh, even though I had a 3 on that?
Yep.
Okay.
Because they're minions.
Okay.
They you
You're gonna shrink them no matter what.
Oh yeah, no. I thought you said you dropped them. I didn't mean. I thought you meant
if
like
they would have
out of the fight.
Oh no, they drop a die size.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead, they don't.
Yep, that's cool. All right, and then how about anybody have some group attacks?
I do.
Okay.
Now that we're in the yellow.
Then go ahead. Headlong.
Okay. I have a what are they called? Ability that says attack multiple targets using momentum, but it doesn't say how many's multiples.
I would basically let you attack any group.
Any single group?
Yeah, not so much the Jasmine, but if you want to join the Legacy and pulverizing the mangroves or go beat up some palms.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. So when Legacy kind of meteor strikes into them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sense them and a lot of water flying. I will essentially kind of Quicksilver run along the wall, kind of, but like other trees, and essentially set them basically just tap them and set them all into a weird spin as I'm running, so that they all land very poorly
on their necks.
Yeah, on their tree necks.
Yep. Tree neck is in New Jersey, by the way.
Oh yeah. No, I think I've been there. So this is tag multiple targets using momentum. So, I'm in the yellow. So add momentum, and let's say acrobatics again. Do I have any bonuses or penalties? Where do I have something that says -1? Is that still around?
Yeah, you would still
-1
from the mangroves.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right.
That is a 4.
Yeah, I guess. So do you still use your medium die? Not that it matter if it is min.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, medium.
All right, so D8s first. That one fails, as does... No, that one succeeds. D6s fail, and a success. So...
Oh, so you took out 2 of them. Good job.
Yeah.
And next?
We'll throw it to the environment.
Okay, environment will go. Jasmine
Don't
Tree
mark
will...
that X.
Yep. I'll mark that X as the environment ticks forward.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
There's a power that says reaction. Is that like an immediate reaction?
What's the situation?
Text.
Yeah.
Once per scene after you were attacked, a thing can happen.
Yeah, I mean, it should be pretty much immediate after the attack happens.
Good. That was what I was planning. Now they
Okay.
can attack me.
All right, the Jasmine will go ahead and attack you,
Okay.
as they seem kind of angrily fixated upon you,
Oh, it may have something to do with the stone.
and it rolls a 1.
Okay. 1 damage?
Yep.
Oh, I soak that.
Yep.
But I immediately react.
Okay.
Once per scene, after Rockstar is attacked at close range, I can attack all nearby enemies by rolling my single stone die. So, who counts as nearby?
The Jasmine.
The Jasmine.
Ah! What if I
It's
moved
okay.
over so I could get a mangrove?
Yeah, this is a reaction. Just roll the stone and see if you take it out.
You're just mean.
Sorry.
I have a -2. Does that still come into play?
I'd say yes. So, you do not manage to...
Botch! Okay.
Wow.
Something is wrong. That is like my 9th one. And Brian literally just rolled 4 8s on a 1d8 in a row. Something is wrong, man. The universe is broken. I want to push this button. See, look. Could have been much better. God dang it.
So the mangroves are going to entangle those that have came to them.
Okay.
And First Legacy is going to get attacked with a D6, so you get hindered -2.
So when you would be... Oh, so that's only when I'm damaged. So I get a -2, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And Headlong gets hindered for a -1.
My perpetual -1.
And now the palm trees. First to Rockstar, 8 damage. Coconut bings you pretty good on the head.
Only 6 there, Matthew.
I have a thing I need to do, though. Because that changes my zone. And
Is
I
it
have a reaction.
You already used your reaction.
I hate you.
You have to wait till after your next turn before you get another.
Oh, so it's not an continuous reaction?
No.
Oh, that's
It's
horrible.
a different reaction, though.
It is, but you only get 1 reaction per round.
It's a friendin' minute, shivin' it,
Alright. Another coconut's gonna go whizzing towards bunker. 6 damage. Coconut's lobbed towards Legacy. 5 damage.
All right, so when you would be damaged by an environment or a surprise attack, defend using awareness.
Okay.
So I'll do that as well as being imposing, right? Or do I just roll the 1?
We'll
Throw
roll
awareness.
the 1. The other one's inherent, right?
One's the power is my awareness. The other one is my quality. So do I not use qualities?
No, on a reaction, you just roll the single die.
Okay. And then the hinder as well?
Yes.
And then that will remove the hinder?
That will remove the hinder, though.
3. So
All right. So you block 3 of that, so take 2. Which
and
you wouldn't.
then I'm taking 0 damage, and I
Yes.
got rid of my hinder.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
pretty good. Not a bad use of a reaction.
All right.
And then Headlong, 5 damage.
Ouch.
Beans you pretty good in the arm.
Yep.
And so Environment will hand it off to Rockstar.
Believe you're right. I'm the only one who hasn't gone yet.
Well, yeah, I guess Headlong should have been gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, I handed it to the environment.
There you go. Yep. You're the only one, Rockstar.
Okay, I'm gonna attack some palm trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack as many palm trees as I can using my power chord.
All right.
Power chord means I have to attack using stone, and I'm going to go with close combat because I'm going to run up there and go, I fight you.
Okay.
You're probably only going to let me fight one of them because you're mean.
Does this say you hit multiple targets, or what is?
It says attack using stone, use your max plus your mid die.
Yeah, so it's only
just one target.
Yeah, it's a big attack on one target.
Whichever palm looks the sneeriest.
They all look
sure,
the same.
that one. That one right there.
Now,
to.
Am I still hindered?
No. Wait,
okay.
Did you roll a thing? You rolled a thing, yes, on the Jasmine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did, and he got a negative number because of the hindrance.
That's right, on a D12. Ouch.
Yeah.
So, yep, you're unhindered.
Okay. Scrack pow.
Ooh, so max and mid?
Yep, max and mid. So 11.
So that palm's gone. You turn it into some palm sawdust.
Is it just palm oil?
Palm oil, yes.
Palm olive.
Immediately liquefies. Yeah.
I use the exploding palm strike. I learned that from Pay Me.
You learned that from Mentra.
That's right. No, the Silver Surgeon taught me that. Okay, so I'm the last person in the round. Coming back around to the top of the round. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot choose yourself, but you can choose anyone else.
I can choose Bunker, who I think had some ranged attacks that attacked multiple targets yet.
Yep.
Welcome to the Bunker Goes First show.
Bunker goes first. Yeah!
So yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as I have been. The grenades. Except I'm going to go with the Jasmine and the 2 mangroves.
Okay.
Am I hindered still?
Yes, you didn't roll since, have you? No.
Since the last environment turn?
Oh, wait. No, there was only the... Oh, wait, no, they didn't actually target you because they just had...
Yep, the
Legacy
only 2
that had wrong.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right.
So no hindrances.
No
hindrances. Let's go 4 to the Jasmine and then 5s to each of the other 2, the 2 mangroves.
All right. So the 5 at... Wait, where was what? The 5 at the Jasmine?
One of the 5... Or the 4 at the Jasmine.
Oh, okay. So
and the 5s at each of the other 2. So the Jasmine could... Well, the Jasmine can't survive because even if it makes it save, it goes down a die.
Actually, on a D4, they act like lieutenants.
Oh, okay. Let's go 5s at the 4s, 4 at the 6.
Okay. So you want to take out the 4s?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I want my guaranteed kills.
And then the D6 will try to save versus 5 and fail, so no more mangroves.
That was a 4 at the 4 at the 6.
Oh, 4 at the 6. Oh, so it saves. And
I went for the guaranteed kills.
Okay.
Yep. You apparently killed Legacy and Outrun.
No, we just blinked out of existence for a moment.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did disappear from the turn order, but that's all right, too.
Oh, no.
Well, I guess
I have literally forgotten your character's name, Rodrigo. I'm losing my mind.
Headlong.
It's late.
Trackstar.
So
I'm Rockstar. Am I up?
He's Trackstar.
Velour running suit.
So who's going next?
Dracula.
I'm actually going to go with... Let's go with Legacy.
All right. I will attempt to use my group attack, my flying smash once more into the palms to see how that goes. So that's flight and close No, I can use leadership on this one. Flight and leadership. Show them how it's done.
All right. And
roll it with none. Use my minimum, which is a 5 with no bonus. So
the 6.
No, it says I have to use my minimum.
Oh, minimum. My bad.
So that's a 5. So those palm trees could save.
All right. One does. One does not. The second one does not. So you take all but one.
All right. So my turn done. And go ahead, Rockstar.
Going to attack that palm.
Okay.
I'm going to attack that palm by dropping the hammer.
Okay.
So, attack using strength, hinder that same target using the min die.
Okay.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to leap into the air, and I'm going to throw shards of stone into its roots, which will hurt it and also hinder it by pinning it to the ground.
All right.
Going to be like whack, whack, whack. There's going to be like 3 of them just going to ka-chunk, 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 like I'm throwing a javelin.
Well,
It's a 7.
You take it out.
Oh, good. I don't even have to hinder it.
Nope.
Which is good because my min die was a 1.
Well, it would have been a -1.
Well, sure, but chunk, 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 and it just falls over.
So you're going to toss it to the environment or to Headlong?
That's his name. I'm sitting here thinking Speed Freak, Outrun,
A-Train.
Backslide. No.
Slick
No,
Willie?
Mean Streak.
Yeah. Oil Slick is good.
Hmm.
I'm going to hand it off to Backstreet.
That away.
So he can take out that last mangrove.
All right.
You
I
can do
will.
it.
You can do it.
I will
Go Backslide.
I will tell the last mangrove to surrender and take us to his leader.
It seems to not heed your speech.
Okay, then I flip up in the air and kick it.
Okay.
Kick it real good.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'll use
dun, dun.
agility and acrobatics.
All right. That's just a
let's
standard
see.
attack.
Yep, just a regular attack. Because in the yellow, I don't have any super duper attacks. Only things that hit multiple people.
Hmm.
Do I
When
still
you're
have a
in the
penalty?
yellow, you can also use your greens.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
still
really?
use your greens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's zone and down. So when you're red, you can use everything. When you're yellow, you can use your yellows and your greens.
I didn't know that.
Sorry,
I didn't
that
realize
I
wasn't-
didn't either. That actually came up in a previous round, and I was only using my yellows, and I have crappy yellows. So yeah, you can use everything from your zone down when you're attacking. So you can use your super stuff that's green.
Okay, well, I don't think there's anything that's going to ensure a better attack. So we'll just call that a regular attack.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I mean,
Oh my
unless I get
God.
an absolutely 0.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, I can't believe we get a whole extra turn, guys.
Oh, man. I don't even...
Actually, in this game, a 0 is a
No.
win.
All right.
All right,
Right?
you're hindered
I'm
for
serious.
1, Mangrove,
Something's
so
wrong.
go again Headlong.
Why are we rolling so many 1s? It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
Universe hates us.
depends on what die you're rolling.
It doesn't matter. We're getting 1s on everything.
Well, if you roll a d6, you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 1.
Actually. So, you know what? You guys can easily mop up the mangrove. I'm not
Mop
even
up
going to
the
bother
mangrove,
to...
mop up the mangrove. mop
So we
up
need
the
to go
mangrove.
find our friends, right? Do we need to go chase down our friends?
No, they kind of...
Come wandering out.
Yeah, they come wandering out, brushing leaves off of them, and basically, like, that was a brisk fight. What's the plan here?
Well, you still need to find out what's the source of this problem, of the power, right?
I suppose so. It's definitely is. I was kind of thinking those spirits may have been the source, but
Spirits? Oh, inhabiting those trees?
seems like.
Huh. Hey, Rockstar,
Yeah.
what's going on with your crystal?
The stone's still doing weird things.
Yeah, it still seems to be pulling you towards the center there.
It's still saying go this way.
All right, pulling you towards the center somewhere in this clearing area?
Yeah, you
Center
can-
of the woods.
center
Off
of the
into
jungle.
woods.
Yes, you keep walking, and it gets thicker and darker and more
Whoa.
treacherous. But you're not met with any further resistance. Eventually, you do find a bit of a hollow,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to be now kind of pulling down.
Ooh, into the hollow?
Yeah,
Into the ground
towards
or
the
into
ground. Yes.
What happens if you put that crystal there in the ground?
I don't know.
Maybe a
So when you
crystal tree will sprout.
say into the hollow,
Oh, and so
we
we
are-
will be in the Crystal Grove.
I went to high school with a Crystal Grove.
I went to high school with a Crystal Grove.
Crystal Grove is one of our patrons at patreon.com/major spoilers.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You know who I went to? That's not true. You know who I went to high school with? I went to high school with a Crystal Swan.
Oh, well, that's entirely different.
Yeah, it's, you know.
They wrote a song about her, Crystal Swan Persuasion. All right, so when you say into the hollow, does this indicate that there is actually a carved out area into which to go? Or that the hollow is the area in which we are, and the rock is pointing at the ground of that area?
The latter. You're in this little recess.
So we're in a hollow.
Mm-hmm.
It says go down to the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll walk over to Bunker and kind of like knock on him.
Tink, tink, tink.
And walking over here.
Huh?
What?
Hey, paranoid android. Did you pack any shovels?
No.
How about a backhoe?
Just kind of sticking in the ground.
Do we need to bury it deep at all?
I don't know. What happens if I place it on the ground?
Do you place it on the ground?
I place it on the ground.
And as you place it on the ground, it kind of stands upright and starts digging in. There's a flash of bright light, and a big column of light kind of comes up. Pretty soon you see that huge glowing tree starts sprouting out as more wispy spirit-like things whip around. You see further spirits of all sizes and shape, all very planty-looking, gathering around, looking in towards the hollow, and just kind of are looking there.
Do they seem hostile?
No, they just seem to be watching.
I'm going to touch the tree.
It just seems to continue growing.
Are you good spirits or bad spirits? Or what does Lady Haka say? Does she do anything?
She's just kind of standing in awe. But
Aww.
if you... Yes. Aw, baby tree. No. But they... As you speak out, they do respond, "We are spirits of the void."
Oh, I think we need an editor's note here, Brian.
Please see last issue.
Yeah.
We thank you for bringing this void heart to a new home.
Oh, is this are you going to harm this environment?
No, we will reclaim this environment to be the new nexus of the void.
Is that a good thing?
The nexus is necessary for reality.
Okay, then. This seems to be good.
Yeah, and basically with the mention of the void, it does kind of break Haka out of her trance of awe and wonder and go, "Void stuff, huh? That, I had a friend back home who knew all about that stuff."
Who was that?
The Argent Agent.
We got somebody you should meet.
Oh, do you? Who'd this be?
The Argent Adept. Probably a person tasked with the same job as yours.
Sounds as if. I would very much like to meet this individual. And, basically with that, Tempest kind of walks up and says, "Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Ata was a good member, kind of the holding pin of our team, the Prime Wardens, and I think you could perhaps fill that role as well here."
Oh.
That'd be good. As for myself, Tempest continues, I think I'm going to continue my work with the UN and their new global force and their headquarters. So I'm going to report back to UN the events here. But I do wish you luck in bringing the Prime Wardens back together. Sounds like there's definitely some things going on that need their help.
Excellent. So we will take her back to Megalopolis with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Head back to the jet and head back to Megalopolis.
And the sun is setting, and somebody needs to have some kind of a pithy joke comment as we fly off into the sunset about...
I still don't know what happened.
The end. All
I wonder
right.
if there's a cute guy version of me out there somewhere.
All right. Well, that is where we are going to wrap it up this week. We will come back next time for issue number 4. And then we'll see where we go from there. Once again, thank you everyone who's a patron at patreon.com/majorspoilers. And for the rest of you, here's hoping that all of your dice rolls are max plus min plus mid.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.